They said I was foolish. They said I was emotional. They said, "It's just one day, Jennifer." But no one saw my daughter crying on the bathroom floor at 13, whispering that she wished she had been born into a better life. No one heard her say, "Mom, one day, I want to feel like I matter." So when the time came, I didn't see a wedding. I saw a promise.
My name is Jennifer Parker, and I was never a rich woman. I grew up believing that happiness came in small, fragile moments. Hot tea on cold mornings, shoes without holes, laughter that briefly drowned out worry. I married young, not out of romance, but because stability felt like love. My husband, Mark, was a good man, but not a dreamer. He believed survival was enough. When our daughter Emily was born, everything changed. I remember holding her in the hospital, counting the cracks in the ceiling, because I was afraid to look too closely at her face, afraid I'd love her too much. We lived paycheck to paycheck. Birthdays were homemade cakes. Christmas gifts came with apology notes. Vacations were dreams we postponed every year. But Emily never complained. She learned early how to smile through disappointment. That scared me more than tears.
Emily grew into a gentle, hopeful girl. She loved watching wedding videos online, not because of the dresses, but because of the way brides looked chosen, seen, celebrated. One night when she was 16, she whispered to me while folding laundry, "Mom, do you think some people just aren't meant for big moments?" I didn't know how to answer, because deep down, I feared she was right. Her father passed away suddenly when she was 21, a heart attack, no warning. Grief hollowed our house. Emily became quiet, responsible, too grown for her age. And I became terrified of one thing, that life would take from her everything beautiful before she ever tasted it.
Emily met Daniel at a bookstore cafe. No drama, no fireworks, just warmth. He loved her gently, like he was afraid of breaking something precious. When he proposed, it wasn't extravagant, a simple ring, a trembling voice. Emily cried in my arms afterward and said something I will never forget. "I don't need a big wedding. I just want one day where the world feels kind to me." That night, I opened my old metal savings box. Inside were decades of restraint, money I saved instead of resting, money I earned by skipping joy, money meant for a future I wasn't even sure I'd live to see. I counted it slowly, and I made a decision.
When I told people what I planned to do, they didn't hide their judgment. My sister said, "Jennifer, you're throwing your life savings away." Friends warned, "What about your retirement?" Even Emily protested, "Mom, please, I don't want you to suffer for one day." But they didn't understand. This wasn't about one day. This was about giving my daughter proof that her life was worth celebrating loudly. I sold investments, closed accounts, let go of security. Every signature felt like jumping off a cliff. But I didn't feel fear. I felt right. We planned the wedding together. Not luxury for show, but beauty with meaning. A garden venue Emily dreamed of as a child. Music that reminded her of her father. A dress that made her stand taller when she looked in the mirror. Every payment came with a whisper of doubt, but every smile from Emily silenced it. One night, she hugged me and said,
I've never felt this important before. And I knew I would do it again, even if it left me with nothing.
The wedding day arrived like a sunrise after a lifetime of storms. Emily walked down the aisle glowing, not from makeup, but from belief. Belief that she deserved happiness. Guests whispered, amazed. Some of them were the same people who warned me. I saw envy. I saw admiration. I saw silence. When Emily danced with her father's empty space, holding by hands instead, I broke. Not from sadness, from release.
The wedding ended. The bills arrived. My bank account was nearly empty. And yet, I slept better than I had in years. Emily and Daniel moved into a modest apartment. They didn't expect anything else. Weeks later, Emily wrote me a letter. She said, "Mom, whenever life scares me, I think of that day. I remember how loved I felt, and I know I can survive anything." People still ask me, was it worth it? I look at my life now. I don't have luxury. I don't have backup plans. But I have a daughter who walks through the world unafraid to dream. I have peace, and that is priceless.
Money returns. Time doesn't. Moments don't. I didn't spend my life savings on a wedding. I spent it on my daughter's belief in herself. And if loving her that deeply is called a waste, then I would choose that waste every single lifetime. If this story touched you, like, share, and tell me, what sacrifice would you make for the ones you love?